What's up, guys? October here. Baseball playoff season. Representing Yankees. I don't know when I'm going to publish this video, so hopefully they're not out of the playoffs by the time I publish it, but oh well. Go Yankees. Alright, let's talk about this. Guys, aging. Alright, here's the truth about it. A lot of times you see it being portrayed as a gradual process. You know, it's just kind of a gradual slowing down over time. The sad truth is, I found that not to be the case. It's a series of quick, brutal incidents that age you 5 to 10 years at a time, right? I found this with myself. I guess my back injury. Actually, I was injured when I was like 20, but I really didn't feel any effects. And then all of a sudden, my late 20s, I don't know what, man. It just, boom, my back just went to freaking hell. And never been the same. It's like one of those things when it happened, I was like, well, I've had some injuries in the past, blew my ACL, that type of thing, so I recovered no problem, you know, back when I was 23 or something, 22. No problem, I got this. And then, you know, the sad reality is it's when you're, when you get older, these type of incidents, they're explosive and they are devastating and they permanently alter the way you do things. You know, when I was in my late 20s, I'm serious, before my back went to hell, it just kind of seemed like out of nowhere. There's no incident that really did it. Just went from just having minor pain now and again, you know, because I had herniated discs from a car accident when I was 20 years old, and it's just some minor stuff. I'm like, ah, crap, better, you know, take some ibuprofen or something, and then I'd feel fine. And then, but when I went to hell, I was done, man. At age whatever, at age 29 or something, and you know, I had no problem before then doing anything. I could have easily, at 29, kept up with the 21-year-old me, easily. And then literally the next day, holy shit, man, it was like I was in a 40-year-old body. So it's, and the thing is, you know, I remember thinking, oh, I'll just minimize the damages, you know, I'll get back, it just take me some time. And it's like, truth is, man, I mean, I've done everything possible. Unfortunately, I had to go the surgery route, and surgery actually was a great thing for me because the pain I was in was horrific. I got to a point where I couldn't sleep more than 20 minutes straight because I had to readjust due to the pain. So surgery for me was, thank you. The doctor, my neurosurgeon that did it to this day, he's one of the most important figures in my life to kind of give me my life again. So, but I lost so much athletic ability, guys. I've never been able to recover things like my jumping ability, my quickness. You know, those are things that I never had a problem with. Even I'm not a small guy. I was 220 pounds then. I'm currently about 224 pounds. My size, I was able to move very well for that size, and that's all gone now, man. I'm your typical 224 pound movement guy now. But I've seen this in other sports as well. You know, like in the NFL, someone, even though I can't stand him, Peyton Manning, he was an awesome player. I'll give him that much. The guy, literally 1 year, was still one of the elite players in the NFL. I mean, just was still the first pick, or close to it, in people's fantasy football drafts. And from, like, literally from 1 year and then to the next, it's like, what happened? He had, not that he's ever had a renowned for having a super strong arm, but his arm was nothing. He had nothing behind it anymore. It was pathetic. Like, there's no, in all seriousness, my high school quarterback had a stronger arm than Peyton Manning in Peyton Manning's last year in the NFL. I'm just saying last year, guys. It's, you know, don't misquote me or anything. Obviously, my high school quarterback wasn't as gifted as far as having a football mind as Peyton. Yeah, decent player, but you know, let's face it. Yeah, he didn't make it to the NFL. He didn't play in college or anything. So just a solid high school quarterback. But his arm he had nothing behind it anymore. It was gone. Like 1 year to the next, it's like, what happened to him? Holy crap! And hey, that's again, he literally aged a decade. From, I don't know, whenever that may happen, but you know, one season to the next. We see that in, like, you know, the running back Curtis Martin as some of the roots of the Jets. He led the AFC in rushing 1 year. The next year, I mean, he was averaging like 3 yards a carry, and just like bang, all the athleticism and everything was gone. And he was retired after leading the AFC. I think 2 years later he was out of the NFL, done. These guys, they also something a little closer to our sport. Anderson Silva. I mean, let's face it, man. The guy, the last few fights and everything, just getting his ass kicked regularly. It's bad. It just, you can see he just does not have that quickness and speed anymore. And before then, man, he was still, even though he's in late 30s, I mean, his timing was just the most unbelievable timing I've ever seen with someone being able to catch people, especially with his kicks. And like literally, when the last few fights, I mean, it was just gone. He looked like a 40-something at that point, or near 40, whatever, how old he was, I guess. I can't remember exactly. But he aged drastically from one fight, yeah, the fight whatever one he lost, his last fight as a champion to the first fight he got his ass kicked. It was gone. He was done. He looked literally 10 years older. So, guys, that's the sad truth about it, man. Hey, enjoy the youth. I mean, not saying, listen, I guess it helps certain things. Let's face it, I know in our sport, jiu-jitsu, and it's probably a good thing I started later in life, because I would have relied on athleticism back in the day, and now I don't, since my athleticism has been kicked out of my body, beaten out of my body years ago, I now have to rely on the few brains that I have. So anyways, that's the truth. So guys, that's the truth of it, man. It's just like, you're a ticking time bomb if you haven't had anything happen. Something's gonna happen, and that's the reality. Sorry. Hate to end the video on a negative, but let's end it honestly. Guys, hey, thanks for watching. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do that. We'll talk to you soon. Ooosss.